about a year and a half ago. I came across some of his content talking about his daughter when I seen that he had a very relatable situation that he had went through and conquered, and at some point still kind of dealing with and showing that, like, hey, this is not a one and done. This is for the rest of your life dealing with while having children. It was somebody I knew I wanted to align myself with, because I have mentors in other aspects of my life, and they just couldn't relate. I couldn't relate to them on those topics. So I immediately got in touch, and we met anywhere from 2 to 3 times a month, and it was awesome. It kept my head on straight, kept me grounded, because he had insights about things that nobody, even the attorneys that I was using, had. Talking to him, he just, the first piece of advice he gave on the very first meeting was, it's harder to gain back time after you've given it up than it is to keep it. He's like, once you give that parenting time up, it's basically gone and you're not going to get it back, especially if you let her move to Texas. So if that's not what you really want, he said, I completely advise against it. And having meetings with him and talking with him about what's going on, how to handle it, when to prime for the meeting, when not to prime for the meeting, when to get an alpha state when you needed to, and using all the strategies I could to handle these meetings, because not only am I going to court with my ex for my kids, I going to court for that, I was also battling with my wife's ex and their court case, and because we were trying to bring our families together, and we knew it was going to be a battle, and so I was battling on both ends basically, while trying to build businesses and keep our real estate afloat and do things. Took a year and a half, and after about a year and a half, this past March, we went to court, and the decision to moved me about an hour away from where my daughter goes to school. And the first thing that the guardian ad litem told me when she first met me, without looking at any detail of the case, the first thing she said was, I'm picking one parent and it's not going to be split time. And when she said that, she also led with saying, you were the one that moved, you decided to move. She's like, so I'm going to look into this, but it's not looking great, is essentially what she said. Jeremiah talked about multiple times, because I knew that was kind of going to be the situation. But we took it with the strategy in hand. He just had me highly prepared for those conversations. In March, they made the decision that we were staying 50-50 and that we were allowed to go the route that we were going in. A clean sweep, like when I say a clean sweep, everything I asked for, like I don't think it would have been a clean sweep without Jeremiah. The constant accountability on keeping a straight mind, because over a year and a half, there was, man, we would talk the first week of the month, and I'm like, yeah, dude, we're fucking doing this. Like, we're going afterward. This is awesome. And then the second week of the month, like, dude, this is insane. Like, I don't know how this is working. I don't know why this process is like this. I don't know how the court system. When I say a clean sweep, we walked in and she had nothing. My attorney, put it this way, the control that I had in the room, my attorney talked twice in an hour, because she didn't have to talk. This is what I want. This is what it looks like. This is where it's going to go. This is how we're going to do it. Here's the schedule. And their 32-year attorney. Yes, 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 yes. Argue for a second. Okay, yes, you're right. And then we moved on.